Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for joining our Monday, June 26th board business meeting of the school board directors. First thing we're going to do is we're going to salute the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Mr. Kaufman.
Ms. Hall.
Present.
Mr. Wright.
Present.
Ms. Richardson.
Present.
Ms. Hopkins.
Present.
There we go. Mr. Tom.
Present.
Mr. Callahan. Is absent. Ms. Cook-Henry.
Present.
Ms. Ivory.
Present.
And Ms. Boykins.
Present.
And that concludes roll call.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kaufman. Today, no big comments. I just want to say that graduation was a very successful event. I am very happy about, the way we ended our school year. And once again, congratulations to the class of 2023. I hope our teachers are now, if not relaxing, but enjoying this time off. Definitely practicing a lot of mental relaxation and just focusing on themselves and hopefully being peaceful at this time, especially for our teachers and our administrators. I always just like to leave you with a quote. And today's quote, I'm going to say, always do 1% better than what you did the previous day. Next, I would like to go to our superintendent to provide his report.
Good evening, board members, and to our community. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. I do have a few highlights that I would like to share. We do have some successes, a few special thanks, and some announcements. Again, we want to congratulate those graduates. Definitely enjoy participating in commencement. It is always one of the highlights of being a superintendent. And you could see the two top graduates of this class here pictured on this slide. So congratulations to all of our graduates. Also want to congratulate Ava Alexander. She is a PLC teacher. She has been accepted to join the 2023-24 Teach Plus Pennsylvania Policy Fellowship. So congratulations to Ms. Alexander. A few other special thanks. You may recall for the last about 3 months, we have been able to acknowledge contributions that have been made through Donors Choose. So we just want to thank all of our teachers who are going after financial support to help them with projects that they are sponsoring within their classrooms. So just thank you to Donors Choose for that. Also want to say a special thank you to Dr. Malcolm Bird. This was the second year that he and his organization sponsored the student-led Juneteenth events. We've had various schools participate in these activities. They were very, very well attended and very nice activities, and each school did receive a $500 stipend as a part of their participation. So those are some pictures there of the activity. So thank you, Dr. Bird, for partnering with us. A few announcements. Today, we started summer enrichment camp. So yet schools are closed. They are always open in William Penn. We have served about 850 students today. You can see the number of students that we supported by each of the summer enrichment locations. So families, I hope that you have enjoyed the programs today. I hope your children have said they've enjoyed it. And we look forward to continuing to support your children through July the 27th. We are continuing to provide free summer meals. It began today through the 27th, and the two locations are Penwood Middle School and the 9th grade academy. And I believe my last announcement is we are proceeding with our summer hours. We just started today. We will be open 7:30 a.m. until 4:45. That's schools and offices. And I want to publicly say that I've made the decision to offer Monday, July the 3rd as a bonus day. So all employees and staff will be on July 3rd, and you do not have to use your vacation or leave time.
Won't he do it?
Yes.
Won't he?
So that concludes my announcement for today. Thank you guys very much.
Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Vico, for those announcements. Next, we are going to go to, can I get a motion to approve the agenda?
So move. Second.
Any comments or concerns? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? All right, can I get a motion to approve the approval of minutes from the business meeting from May 22nd?
So moved. Second.
Any comments, questions, or concerns? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those against? All right. Also, can I get a motion to approve the Personnel Committee meeting from May 30th, 2023?
So moved. Second.
Any comments, questions, or concerns? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? All right. Also, can I get a motion to approve the Policy Committee meeting from June 1st, 2023?
So moved.
Second.
Policy Committee.
Any comments, questions, or concerns? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? All right, can I get a motion to approve the Property Committee meeting from June 7th, 2023?
So moved.
Second.
Any comments, questions, or concerns? Hearing none. All those in favor? All those against? All right. Also, can I get a motion for the committee meeting of the whole from June 20th, 2023?
So moved.
Second.
Any comments, questions, or concerns? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Okay, thank you, everyone. Currently today we do not have any special awards. Now, may I ask, are there any public comments from agenda items from the public? Are there any public comments on agenda items from the public? Hearing none here. Anybody see anything online? All right, seeing nothing online. Are there any communications, Mr. Kaufman? Thank you, Mr. Kaufman. Now we will move on to our committee reports. First, we're going to start with our Community Relations Committee agenda. I will be reading that for our chair, Ms. Luella Richardson. Yep. All right. So first, I would like to go to the A1, free summer meals for children and teens. As you just heard Dr. Vico speak about this, just to reiterate, the meals will be offered Monday through Thursday from June 26th to June 27th. Breakfast will be available from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. and lunch will be available from 10:45 to 12:45 p.m. Free summer meals will be offered at the following sites: Penwood Middle School and Ninth Grade Academy. Even though I know that these areas may be difficult for people to get to, if you can carpool or you can tell community members that your child is in need, you can give me a call, email me, I'll pick it up for you. We just want to make sure that everybody gets the opportunity to eat. There are a lot of children and adults out there today that need meals. A2, registration for 2023 to 2024 school year. A3, mandatory ninth grade residency verification. A4, volunteer recognition. I'm going to read this one out. Okay. The William Penn School District recognizes people who provide invaluable volunteer service in our schools. Volunteers are nominated by William Penn School District principals. Each volunteer receives a letter, certificate, and a token of appreciation. On behalf of the school district administration, students, and staff, we extend our appreciation to the William Penn School District volunteers for their service during the 2022 and 2023 school year. A5 Penwood High School student inducted to the National Honor Society. Okay. As you see, we have the memberships of, in the new members and the seniors and on also the new members for your juniors as well. Just to go on to that, the National Honor Society was officially established in 1921 by the National Association of Secondary School Principals. Four main purposes have guided chapters of NHS from the beginning: to create enthusiasm for scholarship, to stimulate a desire to render service, to promote leadership, and to develop character in the students of secondary schools. Students are selected for National Honor Society membership based on an outstanding performance in these areas. Also, and that concludes our Community Relations Committee agenda. Can I get a second? No.
Second.
You don't need a.
Oh, so action.
No action.
Oh, there's no action.
No action.
You're
All right, thank you so much. All right, we're going to go next to our Education Committee agenda read by our chair, Ms. Valerie Cook Henry.
Good evening, everyone. B1, release and settlement. And the recommendation is motion to approve the release and settlement agreement negotiated between the William Penn School District and the parent of student 626-1486-7823 as indicated. B2, a TSI school improvement plan for Penwood High School, Green Avenue campus, and the recommendation is to approve the TSI plan for the Penwood High School as presented to the superintendent and the education committee for submission to the Pennsylvania Department of Education by June 30th. B3, CSI school improvement plan for Penwood Middle School. And the recommendation is to approve the CSI plan for Penwood Middle School as presented to the superintendent and education committee for submission to the Pennsylvania Department of Education by June 30th.
Thank you. Oh,
One more.
sorry, one more.
Actually.
B4, TSI school improvement plans for Ardmore Avenue Elementary School, Bell Avenue Elementary School, Walnut Street Elementary School. And the recommendation is to approve the TSI plan for Ardmore Avenue, Bell Avenue, and Walnut Street as presented to the Superintendent and Education Committee for submission to the Pennsylvania Department of Education by June 30th. B5, expulsion waiver agreements. And the motion is to approve the terms of the expulsion waiver agreements negotiated between the William Penn School District and the parents and guardians of the students as indicated below.
Thank you very much, Ms. Valerie Cook Henry, for your report. Can I get a second? Second. All right, any comments, questions, or concerns at this time from the board members? All right, hearing or seeing none, we do have a hand raised from Mr. Troy Brooks. Can we unmute him?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can, Mr. Brooks. You have the floor.
Hey, you know what? I was trying to go through the agenda real quickly, but by the time you got done, I couldn't get through it. I just saw it. I was talking to the young ladies in HR, and I was looking at my appointment for fall football assistant coach, and they told me that it was
Mr.
supposed
Brooks,
to be.
hold on, one second, Mr. Brooks. We are not at, can you?
It doesn't matter because
Oh,
they don't, he technically doesn't have the right to talk during the committee report anyway.
okay.
I think he's saying he missed his chance of public comment on agenda items.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I did, because when you were going, I was trying to flip through the web page.
No
and by the
problem. You have
time
the floor. You have the floor. Go
But-
ahead and continue.
Thanks. I'm sorry, but yeah. For my appointment on the fall football assistant coach, I got the 20 units, but I talked to young ladies in in HR, and they said I will be entering into my 9th year. So they told me they would change that, and I just wanted to make sure because on screen, it wasn't changed for me moving into my 9th year for assistant.
Okay, thank you very much for letting us know that. We will make sure Key documents that in our notes for the agenda. And then Dr.
Yeah.
Picos will follow up.
And I just wanted to let individuals know the board report has to be published and online at least 24 hours ahead of the meetings. So if something is identified or discovered after that time or discussed, it will not be updated in this report. It will get updated in the next report under modifications to previously approved items. Okay?
Okay,
Thank you very much, Mr. Brooks.
Thanks.
All right, all those in favor? All those against? All right, next we will go to our Personnel Committee agenda read by our chair, Ms. Wadia Ivory.
All right, good evening, everyone.
Evening.
All right, C1, there are no retirements. And I apologize, Dr. B. Coates. Did Miss,
We can do it after you go through your report, Ms. Ivory.
It's
Right
okay.
before- Yes, that's fine.
Okay, perfect, okay. All right, my apologies. C1 retirements, there are none for today, for this season. Resignations, C2 resignations. C3 appointments, and I will read through this. So as we welcome the new staff members to our district, Keena Bailey, teacher for SPED emotional support at Walnut. Shavonna Baker, teacher grade 5 at Alden. Sarah Bernal, teacher biology, Penwood High School. Lori Bruno, teacher 6th grade at Walnut. Antonia Childers, 6th grade teacher, East Lansdowne. Susan Cook, certified school nurse at Penwood Middle School. Genevieve Erickson, math teacher at Penwood Middle School. Rachel Gomberg, teacher, foreign language, 9th grade academy. Candace Johnson, 6th grade teacher, Ardmore. William Kosinski, English teacher, Penwood Middle School. Anisha Lawrence, SPED learning support teacher at Bell. Edward McCabe, health and physical education teacher at the 9th grade academy. Sarah Minot, SPED autistic support teacher at Alden. Thomas Royales, business computing and infotech teacher at Penwood High School. Robert Sassi, business computing and infotech teacher at Penwood High School. Jessica Talise, grade 4 teacher at East Lansdowne. Charles Traber, site-based teacher leader, 9th grade academy and Penwood High School. Kristen Trox, certified nurse at Walnut. Regina Upshur, SPED learning support teacher at 9th grade academy. Nancy Ward, SPED learning support teacher at Ardmore. Sherelle Waters, grade 4 teacher at Park Lane. Support staff, Richard Barnes, SSO at the 9th grade academy. Tyona Gardner, IAS at the 9th grade academy. Tynice Gary, IAS at Penwood High School. Demisha Magwood, IAS at Walnut. Maisha Timmons, IAS at the 9th grade academy. Princess Worley, IAS at Ardmore. And Lanisha Williams, IAS at the 9th grade academy. Welcome to the district. C4, changes in assignment. C5, leaves of absence. C6, mentors. C7, miscellaneous appointments. And as we scroll through, I would like to thank all of the staff members of the district for lending their expertise and passions to our students of the district. As you can see, there are many. Okay, C8, there are no tenure awards. C9, there are no salary track changes. C10, there are no miscellaneous. C11, Act 93 agreement. And the motion is to approve an extension of the meet and discuss agreement between the William Penn School District and the William Penn School District Act 93 Administrators Group, effective July 1st, 2023 through June 30th, 2024, subject to approval of the district solicitor as to form and content. C12, School Safety Officers Agreement. And the motion is to approve an extension of the meet and discuss agreement between the William Penn School District and the William Penn School District School Safety Officers, effective July 1, 2023 through June 30th, 2024, subject to approval of the district solicitor as to form and content. C13, modifications to previously approved items. C14, we have additions to the agenda. A, resignations. B, appointments, and I will read the appointments to welcome these new staff members to the district. Thank you. Stephen Chicano, Principal, Penwood High School. James Corkery, Acting Interim Principal, Penwood High School. Carolyn Faulkner Betzel, Acting Interim Principal at Penwood Middle School. Russell Rossin, Network Administrator in the Administration Building. Musa Sangari, Technology Support Administration Building. Paul Solomon, Technology Support, the Administration Building. Support staff, Ayana Benson, Instructional Assistant at East Lansdowne. Sharice Phillips, Secretary 12 at Bell. And would like to welcome them to the district. And that concludes my report.
Thank you.
Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. And board members, right before you vote on this, Ms. Gardner, our Executive Director for Human Resources, just wanted to provide clarity on a few items, just to make sure that all of us are on the same page.
Welcome. Hello, Ms. Gardner. Welcome.
Just a couple of items that need to come to attention. Page 20, there is an employee who is withdrawn their application that will be corrected on the next agenda. There is an employee that has withdrawn their application, and it's the second grid, the third line on the second grid, you'll find the employee. Is that Mr. Carpenter? Yes. Thank you. Page 21, item G, the curriculum, the rate is $50 per hour, not $25 per hour. That will be corrected on the next agenda. And page 30, item C, additional duties. It is a stipend and not supplemental. So supplemental will be removed and it is a stipend. Sorry.
Page 30, C.
And C.
Is that it? That's it?
That is all.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Did we get a second?
Not yet.
What was the change from the cost per hour?
Oh, that was on page 23.
Page 21,
20.
item G,
Thank you.
45,
50, yes.
Okay. Can I get a, first of all, thank you, Miss Ivory, for your report. And can I get a second? Second. Any comments, questions, or concerns at this time from any board of director? Okay, all those in favor? Aye. All those against? All right, hearing none.
Board members, did want to introduce, since I noticed that this gentleman is here, Mr. Stephen Chicano, who will be the incoming principal at Kenwood High School.
Hello, Mr. Chicano.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you. I'm really excited to join the William Penn family. Can't wait to work with all of you as soon as possible. Roll up my sleeves and get ready to go. So thank you for the opportunity, and I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you and welcome.
Thanks.
All right, next we are going to go to D, our property committee agenda, and that's going to be read by our chair, Mr. Jan Tong.
Thank you, Madam President. We have D1, agreement with Delaware County Intermediate Union, DCIU for IT projects. The motion is to approve the agreement between the William Penn School District and the Delaware County Intermediate Unit, DCIU for IT projects commencing July 1 to 2023 through June 30, 2024 as indicated. D2, civil engineers for Green Avenue and Ninth Grade Academy. The motion is to approve Van Cleef as civil engineers for the Green Avenue and Ninth Grade Academy projects. And that concludes my report.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tong. Currently, there is no motion to approve on that. It looks like, hold on, it is. I'm sorry, there is. So let me get a second.
Second.
Any comments, questions, or concerns? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 All those against? All right. Next, we will go to our Budget and Finance Committee agenda read by our chair, Ms. Jennifer Hall.
Thank you, Ms. Boykins. E1, adoption of the 23-24 general fund budget, and I'll read that. Be it further resolved that the William Penn School District Board of School Directors of Delaware County, Pennsylvania hereby authorizes the appropriation and expenditure of funds as itemized in said budget during the fiscal year commencing July 1st, 2023. The necessary revenue for the same shall be by 0.5% real estate transfer tax levied and assessed by a resolution imposing the same for the fiscal year commencing July 1st, 2023. And by a school tax on real estate, which is hereby levied and assessed at the rate of 30.72 mils on the dollar on the total amount of the assessed valuation on all property taxable for school purposes in the William Penn School District, Delaware County, Pennsylvania, or at the rate of $30.72 on each $1,000 of assessed valuation of taxable property. E2, treasurer's report. E3, list of bills. E4, homestead 2023 homestead exclusion resolution, and I'll read that. To adopt the 2023 homestead exclusion resolution as per attachment BNF 6. I believe that homestead reduction is about $567. Is that correct?
I think it was 571.
571.
571, thank you. E5, agreement with Delaware County Intermediate DCIU IT staffing contract. E6, investment depositories. And that is all. Thank you, Ms. Williams.
Thank you very much, Ms. Hall. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second.
Are there any comments, questions, and concerns at this time from the Board of Directors? All right, hearing and seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those against?
Aye.
Of adoption of the budget, it should be a roll call.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, so we are going to, yes, so first,
You can do it all as a roll call because there's no harm. So but however you want to do it, you can do the budget standalone, and you already voted on E2 through 5.
okay, so we're just gonna do it, everything from E1 to E6. We're just gonna do a roll call.
Yeah, that's fine.
Since we are, so,
Wait. From
So-
E1 to E6, you're doing a roll call?
Yeah, no, so this is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna put E1 through E6 together. And then we're gonna say, he's gonna go through each person, and just say yes or no. That's all. We're not gonna we're not gonna segregate E2 out. We're just gonna do it E1 through E6 and then just say yes or no.
Okay.
Madam President, if I will, may I move that we separate out E1, talking about the general fund budget, and then vote on everything else as a unit?
Okay, no problem, Ms. Hopkins. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a roll call vote on E1. So, Mr. Kaufman, can we do a roll call vote on E1, please?
Yes. Ms. Hawk?
Yes.
Mr. Wright?
No.
Ms. Richardson?
Yes.
Ms. Hopkins?
No.
Mr. Tong? Yes. Ms. Cook Henry?
Yes.
Ms. Ivory?
Yes.
And Ms. Boykins?
Yes.
That is,
What's the total on that?
6 yeses, 2 nos.
6-2. Thank you very much, school board directors. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a vote from E2 to E6, and that's not gonna be a roll call vote. E2 through E6, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those against? All right, hearing none. Thank you very much, school board directors. Next, we're going to go to F, our policy committee agenda, read by our chair, Ms. Joanna Hopkins.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you very much. Policy meeting, first reading of new and amended policy 620, 237, 137, and 137-1, which are respectively responsible contracting practices and operations, electronic devices under pupils. Home education programs also under operations, and then extracurricular participation by home education students. Also at our meeting, we also had a discussion that is not on these minutes, but we had a discussion regarding uniform. And in that discussion, we did a survey. 63% of parents was in favor of not changing the uniform policy. 37% of parents were, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Yeah, not changing the uniform policy, and 37% was in favor of changing the uniform policy. Therefore, the policy, the policy is remaining the policy is remaining as has already been stated. Another discussion, recess. It has also been discussed about the recess, and we had a long discussion regarding recess policy. We're going to continue that recess discussion in September. It was wonderful to have our parents there to discuss this policy. I appreciate all the feedback and all the discussion that we had regarding the recess policy. I appreciate the principals who were in attendance. Kudos to y'all. But we're going to continue this discussion because we feel like it is a very good topic to continue discussing our recess policy. And then we also had discussion regarding safety and security, school security personnel. Again, that was a discussion, no decision was made. Thank you, Ms. Boykin. That ends my report.
Thank you, Ms. Hopkins. What was the percentage again for the uniform again? Those numbers you put out?
Yes, ma'am. That was 63% that was in favor of keeping the uniform policy.
Okay. Thank you.
37 voted to change the policy.
Gotcha. All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
There was, oh yeah. Can I get a second?
Second.
Any comments, questions, or concerns? All right, hearing none, seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? All right. Next, we're gonna go to our solicitors report.
Thank you, Madam President. Just to report out, there was an executive session for personnel matters on June 20th and one this evening. Prior to this meeting to discuss personnel matters and also for the Safe Schools report.
Thank you very much, Mr. Khan. Next, we're gonna go to our Delaware County Community College report read by our representative, Mr. Robert Wright Senior.
All right, give me a few minutes and have.
Okay, that's fine. You want me to circle back?
Yes.
Okay, no problem. Next, we're gonna go to our Delaware County Intermediate Unit report read by our representative, Ms. Joanna Hopkins.
I have no report, Ms. Boykins.
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Hopkins. Next, we're gonna go to our Delaware County Legislative Council report read by Ms. Hall.
Hello, thank you, Ms. Boykins. This is year 3 that the school district has passed the budget without the legislators doing the same. So congratulations to us, boo to them. There's not even a lot of chatter coming out at this point, so I don't know what to say. We do know that we are encouraged to call our legislators. There has been $100 million put towards opportunity scholarships, which are vouchers. And that is not in the best benefit of the William Penn School District, nor our children. So if you'd like to call your legislator, that would be great. And really, no other chatter. We will not know what is in the omnibus school bill until they work out the budget. Look for a few things to be put in there in this trading atmosphere where you have $7 billion in the bank and it doesn't make a difference. You don't invest it in children in our public schools yet to the level that it needs to be distributed. $7 billion.
I would like to say that Lifeline Scholarship was a bit disappointing, hearing a lot about that. Just to elaborate a little bit, basically the Lifeline Scholarship is basically stating if your school district is underperforming, then basically students or parents can say, I'll send my child to another school district that is outperforming yours, and we're going to give you money to do that. And to me, that does not fix the root cause of the education system. And, I actually tweeted Governor Shapiro earlier today, and I will keep speaking on it because that is not the way to fix our issue. We're just throwing money at the problem, and we're not even throwing money to the public schools. So our public schools have been fairly unfunded unfairly for so long. And what you're saying is that you're performing bad. So we're going to give other people money to move out of your district to go somewhere else. And we're going to make the districts that already are economically available, we're going to give them more. And it's sad to see that. And I just was very disappointed in seeing that come out today.
Yeah, and even worse, if that could be worse, the money doesn't get to our students.
No.
Because they have other issues that prevent them from taking advantage of those scholarships. We use the word scholarship very loosely. It's not a scholarship.
Thank you very much for your, I'm sorry, go ahead, Ms. Llewellyn.
House Bill 1331, do you know where that is?
Is that the cyber charter bill?
No, that's the student teacher stipend.
I think that one's gonna go through. I think it's between $10,000 and $15,000. There's actually like 50 people that voted against it, which I was gonna look up and see why they would even think. We can't ask people to work for no pay.
Exactly.
Right? That those days, if COVID taught us anything, is to stop doing that.
Yes.
Right? Internships should be paid, student teachers should be paid. So here we go, but we'll know more about.
Yeah, it's a $10,000 stipend for
Yeah.
the student teachers and an extra $5,000 for the schools that have a lot of openings and it say they must work in the district for 3 years.
Correct. Yeah.
So,
Thank you for that.
It'd be great for us.
Thank you. It's a lot of bills out there. We just got to kind of stay abreast of them. Thank you very much for your report. We're going to circle back to Mr. Wright for our Delaware County Community College report.
What I was gonna be reporting on today, somehow it's not on my phone. But what I can say is Delaware County Community College has 1,200 students that graduated in various different segments of the policy in the school. And this also was the last meeting by President Dr. Joy Black. And many of us are real sorry and sad that she's leaving. So we will have another person that I think we meant would be replacing her in July. And I'm looking forward to probably meeting her. I'll meet with her personally to hopefully see that we continue to keep up the partnership with the programs that have been highly successful, like articulation program with Delaware County, our program with our counselors. They also moving back that program dealing with careers. That is, there are alternatives to moving, being successful without going to college. Delaware County Community College used to have a 1-year certificate for those programs, so we're moving back. Several years ago, I'm very disappointed that high-tech manufacturing was discontinued by we weren't sending these students, and that was a great program. We also were sending students to Drexel University, leaving that program where they can get one young man one up with a full scholarship. So I would like to see that, to continue. And the real good thing, hopefully, that we'll be able to raise the $4 million for the bonding printing program. That would be a big plus that our students will not have to, if they don't have their own cars or transportation, they would be able to walk to the bonding printing school and or just catch one bus. So we really, excited about that, but we have to raise additional $4 million for.
Yes, when are we planning on the opening of that?
When we get the $4 million.
Okay, so just to let everyone know, the public, we are Bonner Prindy, Delaware County community has now have a satellite where Bonner Prindy, they have an agreement where now our students, the people in the area can go to Delaware County without having to go all the way out to Springfield past that area. Now they can go right down in Upper Darby to participate, which is really easy for public transportation. And as he said, walking distance, biking distance. So now our kids, and not even just our kids, our community members can now take college courses there. But as he's saying, we're short $4 million. So now that's they're trying to raise $4 million.
I always got to go with the shameless plug. Is we're gonna be competing with Upper Darby for space there. As far as students, and hopefully that we can put out the word to get our students encouraged. So Upper Darby don't have, because I think they already working, they have an overcrowding program. They're looking at really start sending some of their students to Delaware County.
Well, that's why we got you. That's why we got you.
Yeah, but I'm right. You do have me, but I'm just want to say we got to have an army because we're not gonna let Upper Darby beat us.
Got you. I understand it. Mrs. Hobson has a question or something.
No, I wanted to follow up on Ms. Richardson when,
Oh, what 313?
yeah.
Okay. Mr. Wright, does that conclude your report?
Oh, yes, that concludes my report.
Okay, thank you very much. Go ahead, Jim.
Thank you, Ms. Richardson. Great question. That bill has passed the State House, now headed to the Senate. It would be $10,000, $15,000 if it was, soon just bounced me. If it was in a district with high need, such as us, and those grant monies would come from PA Higher Education Assistance Agency, not us. So those teachers would be compensated by someone other than us.
Thank you very much for looking that up and providing that feedback so quickly. You okay with that, Ms. Richardson? Any more questions? All right, next we're going to go to old business. There is no old business. So we're going to go to new business, and we do have some new business. Once again, PESBA has come to us for voting for delegate for hybrid delegate assembly, which is November 4th, 2023. The recommendation is to appoint Ms. Jennifer Hoff to represent the William Penn School District as a voting delegate at the PESBA Hybrid Delegate Assembly on Saturday, November 4th, 2023. The PESBA Delegate Assembly is the association-wide business meeting that includes platform and bylaws consideration, financial update, and leadership election results. The 2023 Delegate Assembly will occur on Saturday, November 4th at 9 a.m. as a hybrid event. So can I get a second on this?
Second.
All right, any comments, questions, or concerns, or, yes, any comments, questions, or concerns at this time?
I do, Ms. Boykins.
Yes,
If my memory serves me correctly, are we not, I believe we are entitled to 2 votes. Is anyone else attending other than Ms. Hall?
We're entitled to 3 votes,
yes,
and I made the plug for more,
you did. I'm
Yeah.
I'm unavailable that day, to attend.
if you would like to join Miss Joy.
Is there any other board of director that would like to attend? It's a Saturday, as you see, on November 4th. All right,
Probably hybrid, but I'll talk off screen.
okay.
She has to be nominated tonight.
Okay, no problem. So what we're going to do is that for this new business, we would like to nominate Ms. Jennifer Hall and Ms. Joanna Hopkins to be the delegates for the PESPA hybrid delegate assembly on Saturday, November 4th, 2023. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? All right, hearing none. Thank you very much, Ms. Hopkins, and thank you very much, Ms. Hoff, for stepping in for us for that. Now we are at public comments for non-agenda items. We ask that you.
Ms. Boykins, I'm sorry to interrupt. And then also to include the PSBA's leadership conference. We need to have conversation. We need to have conversation in, I believe the meeting is October 15th through the 17th, I believe. So we need that conversation as well.
Yes, I actually did say I wanted to go to that one as well for the leadership conference. So that will be on our, which agenda? That one. We'll put in our July agenda. Is that okay, Ms. Hopkins?
Fine, thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Next, we'll go to our public comments for non-agenda items. We ask that if you are from the public, we ask that you come to the podium, or if you are online, you just raise your hand. We ask that you state your first and last name and state what district or area you live in, not district, what area you live in, and then you have the floor. So at this time, is there any comments from the public here with non-agenda items? And we ask that you come to the podium. All right, no one here. Anyone online? Oh, Mrs. Lewis, can someone unmute Mrs. Lewis? Mrs. Lewis, you have the floor.
Hi, good evening. I put my hand up because I wanted to make sure that I elaborated on that House bill. However, it was corrected. The other House bill, I was in Harrisburg this week because I still had the opportunity to be with Teach Plus. So congratulations to Ava. This is a wonderful opportunity and a wonderful experience. But this week I was in Harrisburg and I had the opportunity to see one of our House bills in the Education Committee be voted on, and it's House Bill 1408. And that's about school renovations. So that's extremely important. So I'm going to ask Ms. Hoff to please keep an eye out for that. That is moving as well. So that's extremely important to the William Penn School District. So I pray that that will continue to move and we'll receive money for that.
Ms. Lewis, is that Plan Con or is that separate from Plan Con?
I'm sorry?
Does that bill have anything to do with Plan Con, or is it separate from?
I don't know.
Okay, you just know that it's about school renovations.
Yes.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Yes.
Okay, you have, Ms. Lewis, do you have any other comments, questions, or concerns?
No, congratulations to Ava for working with us at Teach Plus, and that's it.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, so there are no more comments, questions, concerns. We're going to just go on to announce the future meetings. The next committee meeting of the whole will be 6:30 on Monday, July 17th. I'm here in the admin building, and you also can go through Zoom online. Then we have our next board business meeting, which is going to be on July 24th, 2023, Monday, which is also going to be here, and you can also do that via Zoom as well. As you see, we do not have any committee meetings coming up As far as our, our community relations and so forth, we will resume those meetings, I believe in August, just want to make the right, we will be resuming those meetings in August. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns with anything with regard to policy, community relations, whatever it is, please be prepared. Just gather those questions through the summertime and we'll be ready to answer that and put some things in place. At this time, there's no more comments, questions, or concerns. Meeting's adjourned. Thank you very much, everybody, for your time.
Ms. Boykins, normally you
Yes.
ask us a round robin, but today if you don't mind, I'd like to make some
No.
appreciation.
Yes, no problem. I'm sorry, Ms. Hopkins. I was trying to move fast because I know it's going to rain.
Right. And
So
I'm
I apologize. No, but I'm going to go around. That's my apologies on that. So we'll start with you.
We don't have to go around honestly, because I don't want to hold people up that are in person, and I really want to get home safely, but I really have to say these things because it really deserves to be announced. Dr. B. Coates, I want to thank you so much, very, very much, for that Teachers Appreciation Day. It was a pleasure to, spend that day with the teachers and the other staff. It was just phenomenal to see us come together and just have just a good time. Thank you for the efforts that you put out to really, having us have, and may I also add, add your trash truck got you dunked a few times, and I'm great about that. Also, I want to thank you, Mr. Darnell, the facilities personnel, Mr. Kaufman, and everyone else who have worked diligently hard regarding our concerns regarding Bell Avenue's wall and how it was quickly repaired. No one was injured and it looks beautiful. So I wanted to make sure that that was stated. I also, my last comment, I wanted to thank the jazz band for their hard work. It was beautiful to watch our children in that band, and even the concerts, even the band concerts. But that jazz band, they had a jazz and dessert night. That was wonderful to attend. I say to the board members, if you ever get a chance for the new season, really get out and watch those bands and watch the jazz band. It is really phenomenal to see our children. Thank you.
All right. Yes. Okay, hold on 1 second. So thank you very much for that, Ms. Hopkins. Now we're going to hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Right, we're going to go to Ms. Valerie Cook Henry. Ms. Cook Henry, if you could unmute yourself, you have the floor.
I'm going to be quick, try anyway, but the celebration, the fun day was phenomenal. I appreciate the work that's being done administratively to hire. I've been actively participating in that. And as we get out and about in the community over at the 9th Grade Academy, it's just been a blessing to be able to serve in this capacity. Won't go on, but it's a blessing to be able to serve.
Thank you very much for that. Next, we're going to go to Mr. Wright.
Yes, I'm glad Ms. Hopkins brought up about Bell Avenue, about the wall. I was very impressed with the gentlemen who, matter of fact, some of them were about my age, and they did to see the elders working, doing a phenomenal job, and it was just fantastic how they put together. They were just in tune. They couldn't wait till I walk away because they were going to want to get busy. They said that shows you our elders think that way. Young people would have had talked to me and held up the process. But so we were definitely pleased about that. So I want to thank Mr. Kaufman and Dr. Beagle for making it happen. Matter of fact, they finished one day earlier than they was required to do so. And to talk about the jazz band, my wife and I attended the Juneteenth meeting, and we were just fantastic with jazz band. I think these young men and women were just phenomenal. And one young man was able to do some type of with his mouth and sounded that Dr. Century, who lives in Yadin, who was the guest speaker during Harriet Tubman. She did an outstanding job. I will hope next year that we can really publicize it so that we can come and see because she was just fantastic. I'm sorry, a lot of people really missed it, so I'm looking forward to it. And I appreciate the graduation this time. We didn't have the long road, so I feel real good about that. Last year was a long road. I didn't know what that was about, but this year with the song. And so I'm glad that the music teacher from the middle school is involved with that. Yes.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Mr. Wright. I was just a little confused on the long road.
That was the song that the students sung at the graduation.
Oh, okay, okay, all right. Last thing, okay, we do have one hand up, Mrs. Wright. So we can unmute Mrs. Wright. Mrs. Wright, hello, thank you for joining us. You have the floor.
Hello, good evening, everyone. I just wanted to quickly say thank you to Dr. B. Coates, Ms. Tyra Brown, and the administration and staff and teachers for the extensive summer reading list that we have. I'm speaking especially on behalf of the Yaden Public Library. I'm just so proud that the staff there has an area already designated for the students as they're out of school, and the books for the grade levels for the rising first grade students up to the rising 12th grade students are available. Kudos to the activities for the students that were listed. The format that was used was quite engaging, so I'm quite sure that families along with the library will have activities that will only enhance literacy. And lastly, thank you for putting the link to Lexia for family resources, so they'll also be able to use that this summer. So the local libraries, I know that we will use this effectively with our students. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that, Mrs. Wright.
You're welcome.
If there's no more comments or questions, our meeting is adjourned. Everyone go home safe, please. And drive.